Communism, my friends, is not dead at all. Not at all. Last month, I spent 10 days in Albania, with your sisters, by the way. How hold that communism has on Albania. And as we know, behind communism is a built-in conflict. And not many be the capital labor, or the rich and the poor. The final hope of Karl Marx is to create a philosophy in which there will be an irresolvable conflict between men and women. Communism has never been so successful as it is in our United States. Oh, how brainwashed we Americans are. I tell people we are the most brainwashed people on earth. Through all of this is number 3, the sinful competition between men and women. Said the Holy Father, there is only one answer. The directive that Mary gave to the servants at Cana. Married people are to expect miracles in answer to their prayers, in coping with the seductive evils that surround them in the modern world. There is one thing that the present Holy Father, pray for him by the way, his health is not good. I was in Rome twice last month. Pray for the Holy Father. And not surprisingly, he speaks about the need for miracles, especially moral miracles. The miracle of changing stubborn human wills, contrary to all the laws of human psychology, possible only by the almighty power of God. Number 4, the family is modeled on the Holy Trinity. Over the years, in teaching the theology of the Trinity, I have touched on this subject, but I was just thrilled to see the Holy Father bring it out, and not embarrassed. But some people blink their eyes. What's the Pope talking about? Exactly what he says. God is not an individual. God is a society. Say that again. God is a society where I've got 3 synonyms. God is a community. God is a society. God is a family. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Already in Genesis, when we read that God, after having created the irrational world, then decides to create man. We are told, again, strange language, let us create man and to our image and likeness. Plural. If anybody was the strictest monotheist, it's the Jewish people. What is God talking about, speaking of we and us? In Genesis, mind you, because God is a society. But in God, this society is bound by the infinite love which unites Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It is a mutual love, as we in our language may say, which makes God God. When St. John tells us God is love, we use a singular verb. He is love. Because God has only one nature. There's only one God. Well, this one God is three persons. There has to be a plurality of persons for love to be possible. Am I clear? Even in God, there must be another. And then, of course, this just opens the door for the Holy Father to discourse on families then, having been created precisely as a reflection of the Holy Trinity, how to live out their Trinitarian life. Oh, but what a difference. What a difference. In a family, husband and wife and children have free wills. They can choose either to love one another or not. And this is all there is to life. In one summary sentence, you might say this letter of the Holy Father is all about families. Following, dare I see the example of the Holy Trinity in giving each himself to the other persons. The Father shares his nature completely, or using human vocabulary, with the Son and the Holy Spirit. And that means sharing everything. Everything. And a family is only as authentically a family as its members share everything, and that is not a pious or poetic hyperbole. That's our faith.